Hello and welcome to the first module of this course. In this module and in the next few modules, we will be learning HTML. So what is HTML? HTML is the most basic building block of the web and it defines the meaning and structure of web content. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, so as you can see, this name is made up of two things, hypertext and markup language. So what do these two things mean? Hypertext refers to links that connect web pages to one another either within a single website or between different websites. So now, what is a markup language? You might have heard of a programming language, but what is a markup language? A markup language is a system for annotating a document in a way that is syntactically distinguishable from the text, but when the document is processed, the markup language is not shown and is only used to format the text. HTML is a kind of markup language. We also have several other markup languages like XML, XHTML, but here we will be looking into HTML. Next thing we will see is how a simple HTML document looks like. So this is how an HTML document looks like. Here, as you can see, don't be scared seeing these strange words. I will explain you everything within a few minutes. Okay, but before that I will try to explain you how to make an HTML file and how to run it or how to open it in a web browser. So what you have to do is just open any text editor, Notepad, Gedit, Nano, whatever you have. I have VS Code installed over here. I will open VS Code. I will open a new file over here and I will just write this piece of code as it is in this file. Okay, I have written this piece of code as it is. Now what we have to do next is that we have to save this file. Just go to file, save as, and save it wherever you want to save. Give it some name. I will give it foobar and give it an extension .html. Otherwise, if you don't give this file the extension .html, this won't work. So you have to give it. And now save it. Just open the directory in which you saved the file and double click on the file. It should open in a web browser. If it doesn't, then just go to the directory, right click on the file, click on open with other application and choose any web browser that you have. So this is how a simple HTML document looks like. Okay, so you can see over here hello world written, which we wrote in this line, hello world, we wrote over here. You can see that reflects over there. So before telling you what do these strange words mean, I would like to explain you what are HTML tags. HTML tags are like keywords that define how a web browser will format and display the content. These tags are enclosed within angle braces as shown over here. These less than or greater than sign are called angle brackets and the tag name is enclosed within these braces. This as a whole is called a tag. So in the file document we just created, here HTML is a tag, head is a tag, title is tag. This one is also a tag. The only difference is that it is having a forward slash, and this means that this one is a closing tag and this one is an opening tag. Body is also a tag over here. H1 is also a tag over here. Okay, HTML tags are used to create HTML documents and render their properties. Each tag has different properties and HTML tags are not case sensitive. So body in uppercase is same as body in lowercase. Okay, so there are two types of tags in HTML: container tag and empty tag. Container tag have both closing and opening tag, but an empty tag only has an opening tag. It doesn't need to be closed. So we'll take an example for this. Just open the file we just created. Here you can see this h1 tag which defines a heading for heading in an HTML document. This h1 tag, it is having a opening tag as well as a closing tag. So this is a container tag. Now another tag called the hr tag, which inserts a horizontal line in any HTML document. This just needs an opening tag. This doesn't need to be closed. Okay, so we will insert here an hr tag within angle braces. We will save it just go to the file and refresh this. So you can see that we are having a horizontal line over here. So whenever you make any changes to this file in your text editor, to reflect these changes in your web browser, you just need to refresh this file from here, reload this page. Okay, next we'll be looking into the use of the tags we used in the HTML document we just created. The first thing we wrote over there was doc type HTML. It defines the document type. Every HTML document need to have a doc type declared. The doc type is not actually an element or HTML tag. It lets the browser know how the document should be interpreted by indicating what version or standard of HTML is being used. The next thing we use, or the next tag we use, was HTML tag. The HTML tag is container for all other HTML elements except for the doc type declaration. This one over here is not actually a tag. This is a declaration. Now, what is head? Head defines information about the document, or you can also say that it contains the metadata of the HTML document, and it includes several other tags within itself, like title tag, style tag, base tag, etc. We will see the use of these tags later in the course. So now what is a title tag? So title tag defines a title for the document. As you can see over here in the document we created, I wrote first HTML between the opening and closing tag of title. Okay, so whatever we write over here will be displayed in the title bar when you open this file in your web browser. So as you can see, first HTML is appearing here in the title bar. Next was the body tag. Body tag defines the document body. The body element contains all contents of an HTML document such as headings, paragraphs, images, hyperlinks, tables, lists, etc. We used one more tag over there, that was h1 tag. H1 tag creates a heading. It is you can say one of the most upper level kind of heading in an HTML document. Now we'll move on to HTML elements. What are HTML elements? An HTML element consists of a start tag, close tag, and content inserted between them. So let's open the document we just created. Over here, this h1, the part I have selected, the opening tag of h1, this is just a tag. But when we include h1 opening tag, the content, and the closing tag, this as a whole is called an element. This will be called as an complete element. Okay, there are several elements which are called void elements because they are empty tags and they don't need to be closed. It's like the HR tag which we used previously to insert a horizontal line in HTML document. It is called as void element. Next, we will see that there are two types of elements in HTML: block level elements and inline elements. Block level element always start with a new line and take the full width of the web page from left to right. These elements can contain block level as well as inline element. Whereas inline elements are those elements which differentiate the part of a given text and provide it a particular function. These elements do not start with a new line and take width as per requirement. I will take example for explaining you these things. Just open the document we just created and we will use a new tag called paragraph tag. Okay, we will write anything we want to get Kaksha. Okay, so over here you can see we have enclosed this text within the paragraph tag. Now we will use another tag called b tag or bold tag. It just boldens the text enclosed around within itself. So what we will do we will create a b tag and we will just enclose this kit kaksha inside this b tag. Just save this file and open in the web browser. So what you will see over here, that this paragraph doesn't continues from just after the hello world, it starts from a new line. So this is a block level element, but the b tag or the bold tag is within the scope of that paragraph tag. You can say it doesn't takes another line and it doesn't covers the full width of the screen. So b tag is an inline level element. Next we will move on to HTML attributes. So what is a attribute? Attributes are called the modifier of HTML element. These define the property of HTML elements. So we will take an example for this too. Just open the document file. We have created h1 a heading tag over here. Just give it an attribute title and a value, anything you want, like I will give it a value of hello. So what this title attribute will do, whenever you hover over the text hello world, it will give you extra information that we will be including within these codes. Okay, so just save this file and open the web browser and refresh the page. Hover over hello world and you will see hello written in a label. Okay, so this thing over here, this is called an attribute. It is always written inside the opening tag. We will know about more attributes later as we progress in the course. Each element or tag can have attributes which define the behavior of that element, and we can add multiple attributes in one HTML element. ID, class and style are three important attributes we will be using extensively in this course. That's all for this module. See you in the next video. Till then, stay home, stay safe.